Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're dedicating the entire list to one brand, and it's a brand that deserves that kind of focused attention. Hamilton Watch Company occupies a uniquely fascinating position in the watchmaking world. Genuinely American in heritage and spirit, Swiss in manufacturing precision, and possessed of a design vocabulary so distinctive and so consistently well executed that it stands apart from virtually everything else at its price tier. From rugged field watches to pilot's instruments of breathtaking complexity, Hamilton has spent over a century proving that serious watchmaking doesn't require a famous luxury address. These 5 picks represent the very best of what Hamilton does, and what Hamilton does, it does exceptionally well. Let's get into it. Number 5. Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical. The Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical is where the Hamilton story begins for most collectors, and for many, it's where the story ends too, because this watch is simply that good. Strip away every modern affectation, every smartwatch feature, every unnecessary complication, and what remains is this: a hand-wound mechanical watch of honest proportions, military heritage, and quiet, enduring excellence. The bold Arabic numerals on a matte dial deliver instant legibility under any light condition. The luminous hands sweep with the satisfying deliberateness of a properly regulated movement, and the 38mm stainless steel case wears with a versatility that makes it equally appropriate on a leather strap at the office and a canvas NATO in the field. The ETA 28042 movement inside is one of the most proven and respected calibers in Swiss watchmaking. Robust, reliable, and long-lived in a way that more fashionable movements sometimes are not. Hand-winding it each morning is not an inconvenience. It is a ritual that builds a relationship with the watch that automatic wearers rarely experience. Hamilton's military supply history runs through every line of this design, and wearing it carries a weight of genuine heritage that no amount of marketing can fabricate. The Khaki Field Mechanical is the answer to the question of what a watch fundamentally needs to be, and the answer is both simpler and more satisfying than the industry often wants you to believe. The Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical retails for approximately $395 US. Number 4. Hamilton Jazzmaster Viewmatic. The Hamilton Jazzmaster Viewmatic is Hamilton's most eloquent argument that the brand can produce a genuine dress watch of sophistication and refinement, and it makes that argument with calm, unhurried confidence. The Jazzmaster line draws on Hamilton's long association with Hollywood and the entertainment world, a history that stretches back to the brand's pioneering work providing watches for American film productions, and that cultural DNA informs every design decision in the Viewmatic. The slim, elegantly proportioned case, available in stainless steel or two-tone configurations, carries a formality appropriate for the most demanding dress occasions without the stiffness that makes some dress watches feel like obligations rather than pleasures. The open-worked exhibition case back reveals the decorated automatic movement within, rewarding the owner with a view of mechanical motion that transforms the act of removing the watch into a small daily pleasure. Dial options across the Jazzmaster range, from classic silver to warm champagne, are executed with a kind of careful typography and applied index finishing that reflects genuine investment in the details that matter most at wrist level. The Jazzmaster Viewmatic is the Hamilton for people who believed Hamilton only made field and pilot watches, and its quiet elegance consistently surprises those who encounter it for the first time. The Hamilton Jazzmaster Viewmatic retails for approximately $495–$695 USD depending on configuration. Number 3. Hamilton Khaki Navy Scuba. The Hamilton Khaki Navy Scuba is a professional dive watch of uncompromising capability, wrapped in a design language that carries Hamilton's military heritage directly into aquatic territory. And it does so with a seriousness of purpose that immediately distinguishes it from the many fashion dive watches that populate this price category. The PP designation references its precious patina dial treatment, a technique that gives the dial a warm, lived-in character reminiscent of vintage tropical dials, a detail that immediately signals Hamilton's understanding of what watch collectors actually value and respond to. Beneath the aesthetic, the specification is entirely without compromise. 300 meters of water resistance, a unidirectional bezel with ceramic insert, Sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating and outstanding lume application that performs genuinely well in low-visibility underwater conditions. The ETA-based automatic movement inside delivers reliable daily performance with the long-term serviceability that serious divers require from equipment they trust their safety to. The overall proportions, a well-resolved case diameter paired with confident lug design, wear with the authority of a professional instrument rather than a sportswear accessory. Hamilton has applied its military discipline to dive watch design here, and the result is a watch that earns respect through capability rather than claiming it through branding. The Hamilton Khaki Navy Scuba PP retails for approximately $695 to $795 USD. Number 2. Hamilton Khaki S Aviation X-Wind. The Hamilton Khaki Aviation X-Wind is the most technically ambitious watch Hamilton produces, a genuine pilot's instrument built around a proprietary complication that performs a real and demanding calculation that no other watch at any price resolves in quite the same way. The X-Wind's defining feature is its dead reckoning computer, a mechanical calculation system that allows pilots to determine crosswind and headwind components during approach, information critical to safe landing in adverse weather conditions, directly from the watch without any external device or mental arithmetic. This is not a decorative aviation theme applied to a conventional sports watch. It is a purpose-built instrument that solves a real problem for real pilots, and Hamilton developed the complication in genuine consultation with aviation professionals. The result is a dial of considerable visual complexity, multiple scales, rotating bezels, and a layered information architecture that rewards study and a wearing experience unlike anything else in Hamilton's catalog. The automatic movement within delivers reliable daily performance, and the overall construction quality reflects the seriousness of the instrument's intended purpose. The X-Wind is the watch for the collector who wants a genuine mechanical complication with a legitimate reason to exist, and in a market full of complications added for visual drama rather than functional purpose, that authenticity is genuinely rare. The Hamilton Khaki Aviation X-Wind retails for approximately $1,295 to $1,595 USD depending on configuration. Number 1. Hamilton Intramatic Auto. The Hamilton Intramatic Auto takes the top position on today's list because it represents Hamilton at its most purely and perfectly itself. A watch that draws on the brand's deepest American design heritage and translates it into a contemporary object of extraordinary appeal without compromise, affectation, or unnecessary complication. The Intramatic name reaches back to Hamilton's golden age of American watchmaking in the 1960s, when the brand produced some of the most stylish and distinctive timepieces to emerge from any watchmaking tradition on either side of the Atlantic. The modern reissue honors that legacy with a seriousness and fidelity that goes beyond surface aesthetics. The dial proportions, the case curvature, the font choices, the color relationships between dial and hands and indices all carry the considered authenticity of a design team that genuinely understands what made the original so compelling rather than simply copying its surface appearance. The 38mm case size is a deliberate and correct choice, providing vintage-appropriate proportion that wears with the lightness and intimacy of a watch designed for the wrist rather than the specification sheet. Hamilton's automatic caliber inside delivers honest daily performance, and the exhibition case back, a touch the original never offered, allows the modern owner to appreciate the mechanical heart within. On a leather strap, the Intramatic Auto is one of the most complete and satisfying watches available under $2,000 from any manufacturer in the world. It is Hamilton's finest hour, a watch that knows exactly what it is, wears that knowledge with total confidence, and invites the person on whose wrist it sits to feel something genuine every single time they glance down at it. The Hamilton Intramatic Auto retails for approximately $695 to $895 USD depending on configuration.